Hey guys, Cronus Falls here, and today I am bringing you a champion guide on a champion that I just pulled recently during the ×10 summoning event, which is Seer. So Seer is a very good in-game speed farming champion, especially for the Ice Golem and the Dragon, and we'll go ahead and show you that in just a minute here, but first let's go over the build. So on her on her weapon here, she has 9% attack, 29% crit rate, 6% crit damage, and 8 speed. Now the attack isn't really going to matter for her damage, so we'll get into that in a second here. But as you can see, a very good weapon. Also a good helmet here. It has 7% crit damage, 24% crit rate. The shield is giving us 10 accuracy, 16% crit damage, 11% crit rate. Our gauntlets are going to give us 80% crit damage, 20 accuracy, and 5% crit rate. Our chest plate is an HP percent, 50% chest plate with 11% defense, 10% crit rate, and 5% crit damage. And our boots, which are not even rolled up all the way here, are giving us 10% crit rate, 10 accuracy, and 14% attack. Then we're going on to the jewelry here. I have her in a defense ring because her base defense is very low, so I wanted to give her a little bit of a flat boost to it. She also has 15% attack, 10% HP, and 12% defense on the ring. The amulet is a 40% crit damage amulet with 32 accuracy on it, so very good amulet there, as well as a 6-star accuracy banner with 6 speed and 15% attack. So for overall stats, we have her running at 41k HP, 2400 attack, which doesn't matter that much, 1845 defense, 173 speed, 100% crit rate, and 275% crit damage, so she is going to hit hard, as well as 258 accuracy. So the accuracy is going to come into play here in her skills, but I'll show you in just a second. So her A1 here attacks one enemy, has a 20% chance when booked of granting an extra turn. So pretty decent A1 there. On her A2, places a 30% increased crit rate buff on all allies for 2 turns, and places a 25% weaken debuff on all enemies for 2 turns. This is on a 3-turn cooldown when booked, and is a pretty good ability. It does have some implications in Spider. You can go ahead and bring her in, boost the crit rate of your team so you can build them with more crit damage, as well as getting a weaken on. So if you don't have someone like a Dracomorph or a Venus, you can come in with like a Stag Knight and a Seer and get that decreased defense and weaken. So while she is good there, I won't be showing her there today because I do not have a good setup to bring her into. But let's go ahead and get on to what she's really known for, which is her Karma Burn. So Karma Burn removes all buffs from all allies and enemies, then attacks all enemies. Damage increases according to the number of removed buffs, has a 50% chance of placing a sleep debuff on all enemies for 1 turn. The chance of placing a sleep debuff increases by 5% for each buff removed, inflicts less damage to bosses. Now that last line, inflicts less damage to bosses, they actually had to go ahead and nerf her and add that in because she was just way too strong when she was first around and people were messing with her, one shot in the spider, doing all sorts of crazy stuff. So now she can't do that kind of stuff. She doesn't hit bosses that hard. She does still hit them pretty hard, but nothing like she used to. But this is especially useful for clearing waves. You come in there with a bunch of buffs and you just absolutely annihilate the waves, move on to the boss in like, I don't know, 20 seconds. It is really good. You'll get better results if you have more legendaries to pair her with, like a Prince Kaimar is amazing to pair her with, also Bad El Khazar. So there's lots of stuff you can do. I'm going to be bringing her in today with Masha Led for the buffs, as well as a Renegade for reset, so we'll see that in a little bit. She does also bring this increased ally resist in all battles by 40 aura. Now that's kind of remnant of her being a support champion, which in practical use she is in no way a support champion, but that is what she's labeled, and they did give her a resist aura because of it. Now let's go ahead and move into her masteries here. So we are going to take a look and see that we are going pure offense for this. So we are coming into crit rate, crit damage, extra damage when we're at full HP, gain some speed for each champion we kill, extra damage on the first hit on each enemy. We do extra damage for each dead ally, extra damage against targets with higher max HP, increased damage based on enemies we've killed, get a shield for enemies we kill as well, and finally some more extra crit damage. So just tons of damage coming out of the masteries here. We've also got accuracy, accuracy, accuracy. Lore of Steel here is going to get us some more speed and crit damage, as well as Master Hexer, which I didn't really need. But basically I've just got it here to increase that weaken when we get it off. So that is going to be it for the build. Let's go ahead and jump into some battles here. So we're going to come into the dungeons, and we're going to start out with Fire Knight. Now Fire Knight is definitely not her strongest place. Also, this team isn't the best setup to go against the Fire Knight, but it can still get a pretty decent time, so I'm going to go ahead and show it to you. I may actually remove Arbiter here and go ahead and put in Apothecary for an extra hit on that A1, but we do not have a reset in here with Renegade, because I do need Cold Heart coming in here to make this work, so we're not going to see a super fast time. Let's go ahead and jump into it here. So we're going to see right at the start, we're going to get our speed boost, we're going to get our decreased defense across the board, get our buffs up, Cold Heart's going to hit, and now we should see our, oh, we don't actually see the Karma Burn coming out. That's a shame. I think it's because I took Arbiter out, because she gives that increased attack to everyone, which would be an extra boost, whereas the increased speed comes from both Mashaled and Apothecary. But anyways, you can see there when she did finally do the Karma Burn, she absolutely wrecked everyone. Hopefully we can see it coming out on this wave as well, although I'm not sure. It is on a 4-turn cooldown. It should be coming around next turn, so we'll see how hard it hits. Alright, come on, let's see it here. Karma Burn, boom, 298k. They weren't even at full buffs. So as you can see, that can completely wipe an enemy wave, and we'll see that more once we get into the Ice Golem and Dragon. But we are on the boss here. We went ahead and broke his shield, but didn't get any hits off. So this is where she kind of falls apart. She's not good against the boss himself. She can get extra turns on her A1 and do some extra hits, but that's about it. So it's going to be a little bit of a slower fight. We get the Karma Burn off, but we didn't have decreased defense, so not that much damage. And our Seer goes down. So I should have probably brought Arbiter in past runs when I've tried this, because I do tend to test these out beforehand. She did not go down, so I guess that was a bit of an oversight. We should still be able to finish this though. Seer's basically just in here in order for us to get through the waves, so once that's done, her job is pretty much over. So we're going to be getting through this fight right about the 2-minute, 15-second mark, it looks like. I think he's going to get his shield back up one more time here before we knock him down. There he goes. Alright, so if we can go ahead and knock that down here, then we should see a win. Come on, let's go. Oh, Heartseeker coming out at a bad time, so this may take a little bit longer. We actually don't have decreased defense up, which is why it's chunking down so slowly. But nonetheless, we are still going to get the W here. Like I said, this is probably one of her weaker dungeons to come into, but I did want to show you guys that she can come in here. So 2 minutes, 22 seconds, not a bad time, but definitely not my best. Let's go ahead and sell this off and come back here. Now we are going to go ahead and jump into the Dragon's Lair. So Dragon's Lair, we're going to see she's going to come in here. We're going to have our buffs from Mashaled, our buffs from Arbiter. Madame Saris is going to be dropping defense for us. She's also going to have a shield buff on. And Renegade has a shield set on, so she'll be bringing a buff as well. And also resetting our abilities. So let's go ahead and jump in here and we'll see it in action. So here we go, we buff our attack, we get our decreased defense off, there's all of our buffs coming, and boom, 300,000 across the board. We absolutely nuke them. Now we go one rotation against these guys, get our increased crit rate up, our Renegade resets for us, more buffs coming up, and then boom, we annihilate them. 20 seconds to the dragon. Now, the one downside I would say to my setup, because I don't have a Bad L or a Draco or anything, is the dragon boss takes a little bit longer with this setup than it does with my normal setup, but the waves take significantly shorter. So I think it ends up pretty much evening out. This run might be a little bit faster than what I tend to see with my other setup, but not by much. Maybe if I got Renegade into War Master and she could actually help out with the damage, that would help us out a little bit, but who knows. Karma Burn coming in for almost 500k there, so she's definitely still doing some work for us in the boss. Take some big hits, but let's keep it moving. So we're at 1 minute 7 seconds right now. We're probably going to see somewhere around like a minute 45, I would guess. Another Karma Burn coming off there. So we're chunking through him pretty quick here. If we can get one more Karma Burn off, I think that's going to be pretty much the end of him. But let's see here. I think we're still 2 turns away from that. So yeah, probably right around the 1 minute 45, which is a pretty decent time, but not a super fast speed run like you could get with a Draco or a Bad L coming in here with her. Alright, so I think we're going to see the next Karma Burn coming up next turn, and that should basically be the end of it. But we'll see here. Are we going to get it? There it is. Oh, we didn't have the decreased defense up. Madam Seris, you really let us down there. That could have been the end of the fight. Oh well. Anyways, that's going to be about a 2-minute run here. Could have been a little bit faster, but I'd say still a 2-minute average run isn't bad. So let's see, go ahead and finish it off here. Boom, 54k on our A1. That's going to be it. Nah, I don't need that. Alright, so that is the dragon. Like I said, it can be a lot faster, but that is with my current setup what we're doing. So let's go ahead and move on to the Ice Golem. Now I think this is where she really shines at her fullest. You can see here, my best time is a minute 34. I got that with her on the first run I did with her yesterday. Haven't run it since, so hopefully it still goes well. We'll see here what we're doing is we're coming in with Mashaled and Miscreated Monster. So Miscreated Monster gives us a ton of buffs that she can go ahead and strip off. We've also got Stagnite coming in for our decreased defense and Renegade for resets. So let's go ahead and run it here. And come in, do our decreased defense across the board, get our buffs rolling in, and boom, 287. That is it for the first wave. Now the cool thing about Seer on this wave is even if they do go before you, she can just go ahead and rip off the reflect damage before she goes off with her Karma Burn. That was a 700k hit there. I don't know if you saw that on one of those terror beasts. But we're on to the boss in about 20 seconds, just like last time. Now, like I said before, Kymar will get this done even faster. Unfortunately, Miscreated Monster just went down because of his ally protection, but I think we'll still be alright. Hopefully anyways, we'll see. This is a little bit more of a dangerous run, but it is quite a bit quicker. So we'll see the Karma Burn coming off, doing some big hits there. Our Renegade is down, so now it is just going to be our Mashaled, our Stagnite, and our Seer versus the rest of the boss fight. Hopefully we'll be alright, as long as they can heal up with their Leech. Oh, we do get some freezes coming off there, so this might actually be bad for us. Like I said, it is definitely more dangerous. Come on. Ooh, heal reduction. That's going to be probably the end of Seer. Can we get one more Karma Burn off? We cannot. Alright, so that is going to be it for Seer. I think we're still going to win, though. She does do some pretty good damage against the actual boss, but her main role is just to come in here and get us through the waves quicker. So this is still going to be a pretty quick run because Mashaled is absolutely nutty. And he's going to be able to take on the rest of this fight pretty much by himself. As long as Stagnite's keeping that decreased defense up for him, we should be good. Boom, his fears going off and making sure that ally isn't able to come in and get his heal reduction. So pretty good. We're going to be seeing about a 2-minute 15-second run here, which is not bad at all for the Ice Golem. So if Miscreated Monster hadn't died there, that's what happened last time, then we would have gotten closer to that 1 minute 34 second. But even then, 2 minutes 2 seconds is pretty good for Ice Golem. Definitely going to keep that in the resistance set. That's pretty good. But that's going to be her in dungeons. Let's go ahead and move on to Arena. So Arena, she's actually pretty cool. Let's go ahead and find a team to go against. Maybe this one right here. So the cool thing about her is she strips off the enemy's buffs as well. So we see that Krisk is going to be coming in here with some big shields. So let's go ahead and take Torment out. Let's take Rotos out. I'm actually going to take Madam Seris out because I don't want her stripping off the enemy's buffs. So I'll bring in Stagnite and Seer And who else? Maybe Mausoleum Mage? I think I have him in my vault. Let's see, where's he at? Let's go by rank. Mausoleum Mage, where are you, buddy? There we go. Alright, so in this setup, we're going to have Arbiter coming in, speeding us up. We're going to get our decreased defense. We're going to get some buffs up, and then we are going to strip them. So let's jump in here. Obviously, this isn't a super strong team we're against, but I just wanted to show it against the Krisk since he's going to have those coming up. So we boost up. Let's get our decreased defense rolling. There we go. Then we'll go ahead and get our buffs on. We got a ton going here. And now we're going to go for our Karma Burn. Boom. Everyone dead instantly. So she is pretty fun to bring in. You can bring her into your 3x3 arena teams as well. Let's go ahead and find another one here. We can go against a Roshard maybe. That team's actually pretty weak. Let's go ahead and refresh, see if we can find something a little tougher to go against. Like maybe these guys here, or this one maybe. Alright, let's go against this. So we're going to do the same setup and see how we do. If we get cut in on, which we probably will, that won't be good for us. There we go. We do get to go with Stagnite though, so we can get that decreased defense up. Get those buffs rolling. And hopefully Seer can come in right now. Let's go. We can boost up a little bit more. And now Karma Burn should wipe them. Alright, so I forgot Rotos is actually a little bit of a counter to Seer because he can't just come in and one-shot her. Also Skull Crown, but she is asleep now, so we don't have to worry about that. We can just come in now and start wailing on this Rotos and finish him off. Seer's still going to hit pretty hard with her A1. Let's finish you off and then boost our attack here and come in and finish him. 20k on her A1 against Rotos. And that is going to be it. So she's pretty fun to bring into Arena as well. As you can see, I haven't really played much Arena since Reset. I've been focusing more on Clan Boss and the 3x3. But, so I'm pretty low here. Not a lot of tough teams to fight. But she can come in and do a fair amount for you. Let's check out this one. Warlord might be in a shield set, so that would help us out too. So that's the cool thing with her. If you think your enemy is going to be coming in some sort of big shield set or something like that, it's actually a little bit of a bonus to you. Because you can just come in and say, give me all those buffs. Seer gives us an extra one there. Valkyrie giving us some more buffs too. So we can speed up and then take them all and murder them with it. Boom. Dead. Absolutely murdered. And that is the end of it. Alright, so that is it for Seer, guys. She is really cool. A lot of fun to play around with. She's good in several areas of the game. I still have a lot of more work to do with really refining teams with her to get my times down. I just managed to get her to 60, I think, yesterday. So, like I said, I still have a lot of work to do with her. But make sure to subscribe if you have not already. Leave a comment down below if you have anything you'd like to talk about. I'm always happy to help you guys out. And thanks for watching.